by the human nature. Everybody actually wants to have access to Treasury. But you know what? Everybody must not have access to Treasury. So we are going to be looking at public finance, public sector accounting and finance, and concentrating on the aspect of Treasury single account that was introduced by President Goodluck Jonathan but implemented by President Muhammadu Buhari. So we are going to actually learn what Treasury single account really means and is, the objective of government in ensuring that Treasury single account comes to being, and the models. What are the models that we have? You can wonder that really the Treasury single account has models. Yes, it has models, and we are going to be looking at it. Then we'll specialize on which one are we really using right about now. Then we will learn about why do we introduce TSA. It's popularly called TSA. Why do we introduce TSA? We are going to learn the benefit of it. Don't forget that everybody wants to have the money in the pocket, the hand in the pocket. That is where the money really is, and government needs to guide the Treasury jealously, and that is one of the reasons that the Treasury single account came to existence. But it's more than that, and we are going to look at it. We are going to look at the components of Treasury single accounts and the role of the Office of Accountant General of the Federation, and also the roles of the Directors of Finance and Accounts in MDAs. When we are talking about MDA in public sector accounting and finance, we are talking about the ministries, departments, and agencies of government. What are the roles of the Directors of Finance and Accounts? Then we are going to also understand the role of central bank and its contribution to implementation of Treasury single account. If you are new on this platform, we would love that you subscribe to us on GJAMES Associates. Please go and subscribe. Don't forget to like this video. When you give it a thumbs up, it simply indicates that you love it, and the algorithm of YouTube is going to pick it up and ensure that it's circularize it more to other people that may need it. So after you subscribe, click all so that you'll be receiving notification anytime we upload, and you are please allowed to share to other people, share to your friends and colleagues that may actually need it, and follow us on different platforms that we are on Instagram, on Facebook, and the like. So let us go into today's discussion as we look verily into Treasury single accounts, objectives of its existence, and the aim of government, and also understand why and what is Treasury single account. And after that, we are going to pick it up from next video, continuing from everything that we discussed that this series on TSA will bring to life. When we are talking about Treasury single account, it is important for us to know that we are talking about a bank account that is set aside for the purpose of receiving government's monies for financial transaction and financial operations of the country. We are talking about a reformation that took place early in 2004. We are talking about a unified structure that gives consolidated view to government cash flows and the like from every source of government revenue, and the is to actually strengthen the government to ensure that we have a cash balance that is visible, and that is visible at every night. Why do we say every night? Because it's operating on zero balance at night. That is, all the ministries of government, the parastatals, the agencies, the departments must have zero balance in their accounts at the end of a business. Okay, government is of course equally in business of serving its people. So at the end of the day, they must have zero balance in their account. So that is the definition of Treasury single account. Is an account that is set aside by the government in which all its monies should go into. All government monies should go into this particular account. And by the time we continue, you are going to understand the models that we have in implementing the TSA, and which aspect, which model does government actually likes the most, and we are currently working on. So next, we are going to be discussing why we have TSA, the objectives that government has in mind by the time we establish TSA. First of all, it is important for us to know that by human nature, everybody wants to dip his hand or her hand in the jar. That is natural, unless a person has actually worked very well on himself or herself. Having said that, for government not to be losing money seriously, it is important that government controls it, and that is why we have a unified account, irrespective of the ministry, the parastatal, or the department agency we may be working for under government. All monies go into TSA to ensure that we can coordinate ourselves. So ensuring that sufficient cash is available and we can monitor it per day, per time. That is one of the reasons that government has implemented Treasury single account. Also, for investing of different cash that may be in excess or most likely will be idle. Many of the time before the TSA came to being, any idle fund somehow will be wiped out by the people in charge of it, or maybe lying down idle, not being used. But because we have a single account and can be monitored, any idle fund can easily be observed and put to use. Also, for controlling the cash flow within fiscal, monetary, and legal limits of the government, because we can easily access it, because it's one account that every money go into, we can easily monitor it, aggregate what we have, and know what to do with it. It's a way of improving government management of domestic borrowing, because after all, we can easily know what we have as at now. Then we can know what we actually need and how to get it from the domestic, that is within the country, without external borrowing. And even if we are going to borrow externally, TSA will guide us easily to know what we have on ground. Also, to enhance efficiency, high quality service at minimal cost, to enhance governmental business monetary policy, having high quality for that matter, and with minimal cost. So we need to be guided by having a single account for government's business operations. And because of this, we have the Treasury single account in view. My name, for those that are just joining us, is Gbenga James Olatunji FCA, and we pride ourselves in GJAMES associate that we have value to your life, we have value to your businesses. We are moving on the Treasury single account. Let us know the models that we have under Treasury single account implementation. We have the first model, which is a zero balance, no account substructure. That is, it does not allow any governments, parastatal ministry and the like to have any accounts of their own. It does not allow that. That is the first model that we have. And the second model is a model that has substructure, in which there could be separate accounts by the MDAs. I want to believe we know what MDAs are by now, but they cannot have a balance at the end of the day. It must go back to the single account. That is, in this substructure now, they must, all the balance at the end of the day must go into the consolidated account. I'm not talking about the consolidated revenue fund now. I'm talking about a single bank account that government has. So from the sub bank accounts now, they must transfer at the end of the day, every business day, into the main account. So we have the first model, in which only one account exists and every MDA must pay into, and we have TSA model 2, in which we can tag like it has substructure, in which different MDAs can have different bank accounts under the administration of TSA, but every balance must go before the end of the day into the account of the single account of the federal government. So more normally or normal in a decentralized, so we can say it's decentralized. It's a decentralized model, but still at the end of the day, every balance must be transferred to the main account. So the Ministry of Finance sets the cash disbursement limit. There is a level at which the Director of Finance cannot go per day to spend and the like, and it is mainly for control purposes. Also, each ministry or agency must make its own payment and directly operate the respective bank accounts under TSA. So it's a form of decentralized model, but every balance must go into the main account at the end of the day. Meanwhile, the TSA model 1, which basically government is actually using now, is a form of one account that everybody pays into. From GJAMES Associates, next time we meet, we shall be looking at reasons for TSA. Shall be looking at reasons for the introduction of TSA. Some of it I had already mentioned, but we have mentioned it more elaborately during that time and move on from there. We pride ourselves that we are value to life, we are value to your business. Don't forget to like, click the notification button and subscribe to us. Click all so that you can continue to be notified anytime we upload new video.